What is the difference between group communication and public communication? Group communication and public communication belong to types of communication. A few individuals or a group gathered together with a common aim, engaging in communication, is identified as group communication. A group here means a few individuals. A group has a limited membership. In the group, there is the possibility to engage easily with each other in communication. As such, there is not the closeness that you observe in interpersonal communication, nor the distance that you observe in mass communication. The members in the group may know each other or may not know each other. By methodically planning the communication context, communication could be successfully carried out. Some methods that can help group communication are listed below. Prior preparation, having an aim, use of verbal as well as non-verbal communication methods, use of variety of technological devices, counter-attack strategies, attractive speech style, receiver-centered communication, being sensitive to the receiver's responses, time management, being courteous, being responsible and accountable. Some benefits of group communication are listed below. Helpful in common social activities. Opportunity to learn diverse opinions, ideas, and suggestions. Opportunity created to develop individual communication skills. Ability to obtain the responses and the feedback of the participants. Ability to share resources and knowledge. Group communication can be seen in a gym. Their aim is building their bodies. In a tuition class, also, you can find group communication. They use a variety of technological devices. In a classroom, time should be managed within 40 minutes. The teacher centers his or her focus on the receiver or the students. Students can give their feedback then and there. Therefore, group communication is sensitive to the receiver's responses. In a bus hold, several people may meet and talk to each other. They may know each other or may not know each other. A process of communication carried out for a crowd is called public communication. Public meetings, public lectures, various commemorative celebrations, etc., come under public communication. In public communication, even though the communicator is visible and the voice is heard, intimate communication does not take place. High level of technology is used in public communication. For public communication to be successful, the receiver should be within the limits that would allow him or her to grasp the message communicated by the communicator. The feedback received in public communication can be difficult to interpret in a proper way, and the feedback can also be limited. Public communication does not take place in places such as houses and offices where a few gather. It occurs in places such as public grounds, auditoriums, and conference halls where a large number of people could gather. Public communication can be used to inform, to persuade, or to entertain, or for the pleasure of people. For example, election rallies, musical shows, etc., can be considered. It would be better if the content could be analyzed in relation to the group gathered. When it is applied only to a limited number of people in the audience, the attention of the others gets lost. In some cases, confusion caused by the huge number of people gathered could make it difficult to focus attention on the content communicated. In public communication, the audience could consist of various communities. Here are some of the benefits of public communication. Number one, possibility to persuade a specific crowd towards a particular aim. Number two, useful information or facts can be provided. Number three, can help to build an image. Number four, can help to create an opinion. Number five, can win the attention of various groups.